Hello, is my voice audible?
Yes, Anjana.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. We are pleased to welcome Ms. Komal Gupta as our guest lecturer. She is an AI ML specialist and mobility lead analyst, and over 11 years of experience in the technology industry. She has strong expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, Python, and mobile application development. Ms. Gupta is currently working as an AI ML strategist at in Tex India Incorporated. She has also worked as a mobile team lead and iOS developer, gaining valuable industry experience. She holds an advanced certification in AI and machine learning from ICT Academy, Information Technology, and BTech in Computer Science. We are honored to have her to share her knowledge, industry insights, and practical experience with our students. We warmly welcome Ms. Komal Gupta and look forward to hearing her insights and perspectives.
Can you hear me? Anyone, if you can confirm.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, I think we lost Sanjana's voice for a minute.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Sanjana. Your voice was breaking. No worries. May I start now? Okay, starting, Sanjana has already given a beautiful introduction of mine. Thank you so much, EduWings team. I'm glad to be here today in collaboration with the EduWings performing, delivering this session. Thank you so much. Today we'll talk about the applied AI in mobile and enterprise applications, but moving to the agenda. Before moving to the agenda, I wanted to talk about one of the common concern regarding AI. Whenever we hear word AI these days, a common concern comes up like, will AI replace our jobs, or will AI will reduce the job opportunities? Am I right? Who all agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But very frankly saying, I don't see that. From my perspective, from my experience, I have worked on real AI projects. So I don't see this. I see this yes, please. Anybody wants to share their thoughts? Okay, I think there is a slight disturbance in the internet. Okay, continuing with that. That I see it very differently, that AI is not just replacing the tasks, it creates entirely new opportunities, right? So this is the actual time we, the developers, students, the people who want to change their career domains, we need to understand how we can use AI intelligently to build more products, more innovative solutions, and we can become more productive, right? So, moving to the today's agenda, I'll talk about what is applied AI, why it matters, what are the ideas on mobile apps and enterprise applications we have worked on, the real case studies, how they work for people, what is the real architecture behind the AI system, and a few recommendations for future AI builders. All right. So, moving on to what is applied AI. If anybody wants to explain, just to keep it interactive, I just want to share beautiful insights about how it is going to, the basic AI algorithms, how we are going to convert it into applied AI instead of giving you boring code lectures. So I just want to keep it interactive. Maybe Rocky, Gokul, if any of you wants to
Sure. So
give.
I guess applied AI is all that so whatever we learn. So learning is different when it comes to, applying that knowledge into, real life problems. It has a more implications and problems than just a data that is, used when we are learning. So creativity plus what is learned when we apply it all together is what I guess is applied AI. You will be better, in a better position to explain us anything else. Yeah.
Hey, Rocky, exactly what I want to say is when we do some research, when we work on some algorithms, if we take them out of the lab to the real world problem, when we create a business value from that, and when we deploy the systems into the actual systems, AI working systems, that is called as applied AI, right? When we apply, yes.
Nothing that I've heard, ma'am. You can continue.
Okay, thank you. So why it matters? So in the today's era, every organization, each and every organization, companies, they're already trying to automate their systems, right? So we are in a phase when where we have to move the theory part to the practical real world applications. Okay, so So, how organizations are turning their raw data into intelligent system? Let's brainstorm one of the best idea I have right now. Like many of the manufacturing companies you have seen, like printing press companies, many manufacturers, they have cameras installed in their factories, right, but are they really have used that data into converting into the more solving problem in which they can get more benefited? They are just using those camera to just manually check the videos, maybe for security purposes only. If they have have had used the those images and videos for object detection, for maintenance purposes, if the machine requires maintenance, if the machine requires a replacement or repair, right, so they must have used that for predictive maintenance purpose. So the companies, they generate massive amount of data, they collect it, but the problem comes when they don't understand the patterns. If they start understanding the patterns, they start applying AI, it will be more productive for them. There are a number of innovative solutions for them. Okay, so moving on to the this is one of the example we can talk when we talk about preventing machine failures, right? But let's move to the another example where we predict customer behavior, like on e-commerce websites. People keep on adding items. They window shop on e-commerce websites also, but they don't actually buy it, or if they buy it, at what time they are buying it, right? So this is a kind of way they can convert the raw data into intelligent systems. Then comes to detecting employee performances pattern. So how it impacts the organization. Fairer performances reviews, right? Giving a fair decision on promotions, more data driven HR policies, right? So similarly, next one, preventing financial fraud. When I am here talking about financial fraud, it's not about the single transaction fraud. We don't want here we this is already happening, right? Organizations are already aware of this, like looking at the data manually. If the unknown transaction happened, they stop it immediately. But if we apply AI on this, I'll give you the example of Facebook, how Facebook tackle this situation. You must have heard about the digital marketers. They spend hell lot of money on sales, on running ads, right? But there are number of chances, because they are the information of cards are there, they are spending too much money. There are number of chances that it will get hacked. And how Facebook detects that? It detects the location of the usual person logging in, and the person logging in at the time of the hacking time, so they restricts the account. This is kind of financial frauds we are talking about when we talk about the intelligent systems. Automating the healthcare cycles. When I talk about healthcare cycles, it can be skincare. These days, the skincare problems are taken by AI too much. A lot of systems are available where they. Yes, please.
And please continue. I think it's some internet, you know.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that, Rocky. So there are a number of systems available all over the internet which tell about your skin care. It helps. Another point where it helps doctors to keep the records intact for the patients, to give them a better treatment. This all saves number of hours, right?
True.
So before moving on to the mobile application, enterprise application, I want to make a clarity on what is the difference between the research AI part and the applied AI part. So we all have gone through research AI part. Why? Because it is a academic based experiments. I'm not saying that this is not necessary thing. This is the most important part of AI, because it focuses on algorithms. It invents new algorithms, optimize the previous ones, improve models, and publish research papers, which help upcoming future AI builders to learn and develop more. But what does applied AI do? Applied AI use these techniques to solve real world problems, creating business values. System integration is there, right? Number of industry products are there. Okay. So before we talk about mobile apps and enterprise apps, I would like one of you to tell me, if you are aware, what is the difference between a general mobile app and an enterprise application.
Not really sure.
Okay. Anyone else? Shweta, Avinash, anyone? Just give it a thought. Why I want to talk about this, because I want you to make believe that why enterprise application has too much scope in AI this at this point of moment. Anyone? Karthik, Gokul? Okay, okay, I'll explain. I'll take it as no. Maybe everyone is not sure about that. Okay, so general mobile apps are distributed publicly, which is available to everyone. Whereas enterprise application are confined to the employees of the enterprise. They are distributed to the limited number of people. Okay, so why there is too much scope? Because why there is too much scope? Because like I told you in the initial conversation, that each and every organization is automatic their system, automatic. Yes, you want me to repeat something? Okay. Each and every organization is trying to automate their tasks and systems. So there is too much scope in enterprise applications. Obviously, there is scope in AI in mobile apps also too, but there is too much in enterprise, and that's why you don't have to worry about the job when you talk about the AI, right? So how in AI mobile apps? So right now, no more mobile apps are static. They learn from the customer behavior. They learn from the end user interaction. So when they learn, they adapt behavior. They adapt behavior. They give you a personalized response. And who don't love the personalized response, right? So it become more intelligent, more predictive. There are number of examples I can give you, but before that, I'll tell you what is the pipeline used in mobile app when we talk about AI in mobile apps. The user interaction will happen, data will be collected, AI model processing will happen. Now, AI model processing includes everything like data processing, feature engineering, and applying the algorithms and applying neural networks, whatever required, right? And then giving personalized response, which improves the user experience, right? So moving on to the examples of AI in mobile apps. First one is the personalization and recommendation, right? From recommendation, you obviously understand that I am talking about Netflix and Amazon Prime recommendations, right? But have you ever noticed that how much YouTube has improved their recommendation with the passage of time?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are based on embeddings, collaborative filtering. They do the intent detection. Like if on a weekly basis, if we talk about on a Friday, I love to watch only comedy ones. It will show me the comedy reels or comedy videos. If on Sunday I want to binge watch, it will show me the series, collection of series, right? So similarly, when we move to voice assistant, Siri, Google Assistant, they all are based on speech recognition, NLP, natural language processing. Again, intent detection. It will even detect your semantics and tones to give you a better response. Then we come to computer vision. Now, what does computer vision include? If anybody wants to give an example for mobile app, any example related to computer vision where we analyze images, videos, you all are using. I'm
The
just asking for one
cameras,
example. Yes,
the
Mobile,
phone,
mobile scanner,
yes, very good. Anyone else?
the phone cameras that we use.
Phone cameras. Phone cameras for what? Which application? Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat, you have phone pay, Google Pay, and all that.
Yeah, face recognition, AR detection, object detection, analyzing all the images and videos. Google Lens. If those who are using Android phones, they must have used Google Lens, right? Those are based on neural networks, convolution neural networks. Next is chatbots. Those are based on NLP models, LLMs, conversational AI. But any example, I would love to have the interaction from you guys. Any chat?
ChatGPT, Llama,
Those
you
are,
have Claude. Yeah,
yeah. Any simpler one, any app which we are using in mobile app. These
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. See,
Telegram.
see, when we think about
Jammin,
chatbot, yes, please.
Jammin,
Sorry, unable.
ChatGPT.
Right, right, right. So when we talk about chatbots, you came up with the conversational chatbots when where we have customer support, we have health support. There is one more learning assistant which I'm very impressed with is Duolingo. Try it. I'm sure that you will be amazed with the how better they have built it, very different from other chatbots. Okay, so next is smart notification and predictive features. We have Bard on Google, where it when you write email it gives you predictive sentences, and those are very near to what you want to write, almost 99.9% correct. Yeah, so these are based on sequential models, language models, behavioral patterns. And then we comes to real time AI processing. Any example for that? This is my favorite. Real time AI processing. Does anyone use iPhone? Am I audible?
You're audible, ma'am. I use Android.
Okay,
No, ma'am, I'm
okay,
not.
okay. So one of the best example for real time AI processing is your face unlock. Now brainstorm on it. I'm moving to enterprise AI applications. I think less time. Okay. So again, to automate their complex workforces, these are few examples I've came across till now. Recruitment automation, medical documentation, legal research. One of our client uh, want to convert these documentations, these ledgers have to go through again and again. They want that AI should summarize them the whole gist of the case, and they should easily able to make a search on how this case can be taken forward. Okay, sales intelligence again related to and say marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing, customer support automation. Obviously, it is where right now. Okay, so any question till now? Because I am going to share my real projects case studies, which I believe give you a very good idea on how the projects work these days on AI. Any question till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so our first case study was related to medical documentation. I can't name it because the projects are under NDA, but it is a transcriber kind of thing. It is a medical scriber to maintain medical notes, patient's history. It don't happen much in India, but in Australia, in US, they keep records of the patients. Okay, they have to maintain their notes for future purposes. Also, along with the future purposes, there is a norm that according to the situation of patient, they have to give them a report. Like I've mentioned in the pipeline, the report can be in SOAP format, DAP format, burp format, HNP, and there are many more. So, what are these? Like how this works? So I'll explain the AI system pipeline here. Patient will give the speech. The speech means the description of his situation. Like I am experiencing these symptoms from last 15 days. I've taken these medicines, my own. Okay. And after taking medicines, I am experiencing these symptoms. Okay. That speech will be converted to text using speech to text library, and from that text medical entity recognition will happen, and then From those entities, clinical information will be extracted. After all this happen, it will create a structured report. Like if we talk about SO, it will give you 4 points: subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. And if we go to DAP, it will give you data, assessment, plan. Burp will give you behavior, intervention, response, plan. Now see the difference. See the difference of reports. Burp will only happen when doctor thinks or believes that patient will respond differently to what he have suggested. Okay, so why there is a need of doing all this? Because most of the time when doctors perform this manually, it take much time, miss out the important information, and it's impossible, nearly impossible to keep this in records, because patient might lose those files later on, and doctor have to investigate all over again, right? So what was the impact of this whole case study? Documentation was faster, there is improved healthcare workflow, enhanced treatments are provided to the patients. So, but there is one challenge in this case study. Um, it was that compliance. When we talk about patients' health, we can't afford to lose patients' data going to public. So, how system will be working? How will you make system work? So there are certain compliances we have to keep the infrastructure under that. There are number of if we talk about already available infrastructure. From infrastructure, I mean that like servers which are not leaking patients' data, or those are available on AWS and NVIDIA. You can always approach accordingly. Obviously, there is budget involved, but the compliances are must. You, if client asks you to take care of the compliance, you have to. And even if not, if client is even not asking, you should be responsible yourself to do the R&D and tell back that this is the important piece of information we should not lose. Okay, so few technical components for this case study I've mentioned. Basic Python language we have used, NLP pipelines, transformers, converting it into API using fast API, and database for storing reports. Okay, coming to case study number 2, which is resume screening and interview conduction. So, what was the problem here? Whenever any hiring process happens in any organization, HRs are bombarded with thousands of the prospects. Do you feel, is it easy for HRs to shortlist the resumes, CVs which are appropriate for the job, and then conduct the interviews?
No, it is very rigorous.
Yeah. So AI gave us the very innovative solution where we can shortlist the resumes based on these 4 solutions I have mentioned: resume parsing, extraction, candidate scoring, obviously based on the number of experience years he or she have, ranking candidates based on that. So, also, my next question is, now we have ranked the candidates. Is it okay to lose the fresh ones?
I think no.
Wouldn't it will look partial, right?
Yeah.
They also get chance. So because AI will do what we will we will ask AI to do, right? So what we did is we ranked the candidates, but another part was instead of completely making them shunt out of the process, we conducted the um, AI interview. Like AI took their interview and scored them, and then combined with the ranked candidates, already ranked candidates. So this was the pipeline. We user will upload the resumes, parsing will done, extraction will done, skills and experience will happen, extraction happen, and scoring will done, and then ranking. What was the impact of this? Is that hiring decisions made faster. There is no delay, and candidates are responded well. They don't have to keep waiting. So similar technical components were there. Embeddings were there, vector databases, because it suits well with this kind of situation, rather than the previous one. It has other kind of databases like AWS S3 or some kind of where we can store the reports. Okay, any question till now? Because this third case study is also very important. Anyone? Okay, I'll take it as no. So, third case study was related to speech diagnostic. So there was we saw a problem like this. This came from a therapist. He want to help a bunch of students who were experiencing some kind of disfluencies when they speak. So disfluences mean they stutter, they stammer. There is a difference between these disfluences. They stutter, they stammer, they clutter, right? So what therapists want to do is therapists want to help these kids by giving them exercise, like he gave them exercise of speaking particular sentence and record, so that he can see over the period of time like what kid has improved, right? So how what we did with AI is, first is the noise reduction, obviously, then is the feature extraction, MFCs, coefficients, used spectrograms to see the pitch and energy patterns, applied deep learning neural networks, and we made a diagnostic speech report. Like if I am saying this sentence right now, at what point of time I stutter, at what point of time I stammer, right? What was the phoneme? Like it was, is it like da da da? Is it like sa? I'm speaking. It is like I'm saying wa instead of ba. Are you getting my point?
Yes, yeah.
So this was a very I felt personally that this is a very good project while therapists want to help kid. So what was the data sources here is obviously yeah, this is the one thing I want to mention, that the number of genres we go for AI modeling or applying AI, number of experts you need. So, if we talk about this case, phoneme labeling can only be done by a speech therapist only. So, this is the basic thing. I'm assuming that you all know that when we train a model, when we build a algorithm, we have to keep a training data set from which we train the model, that this should work like this based on this, right? So phoneme labeling would be done by therapist. Speech recordings can be collected. He can label the stuttering or stammering examples. Okay. So impact is very clear here. It helps therapists to monitor patients to see the periodic progress with the given exercises. So here technical components were completely different because we are talking about the speech recognition here. So MFCs, I have already mentioned that MFCs, pitch, energy patterns, spectrograms, to include these neural networks architecture is required. So completing the case studies here, uh, I was able to take few to share with you guys. This is the general architecture for AI system. First, define the problem, collect the data set, process the data, and train the model. But here I would like to say that you all may have come across this thing that courses stop at model training only, but where applied AI says that deploy it into API, use that API into application, then only you will be able to create a business value of it. Just don't keep it to yourself. All right. So, is it clear? Anybody wants to ask something? Because I want to now talk about the challenges in applied AI. Okay, so moving to challenges, there are few like data quality problems. Now, what can be data quality problems? There can be alien values which doesn't match with the requirements. There can be no values at all. Okay, so this kind of data quality problems we can have. Model drifting. Why? Because at the point of model drifting means degradation of the model. At the point of training, you collected some data based on, suppose, talk about the e-commerce thing. You took the data where audience was included from age 30 to 40, but when you scaled it to production, the audience changed to 20 to 30. That is model drifting. It won't work. It won't work well. It won't work the way you thought, way you developed, way you build, right? Similarly, scaling infrastructure. When you go from 1,000 to million, infrastructure scaling infrastructure is a biggest issue in the industry because lot of budget is required, lot of experience is required behind this infrastructure. Compliances, privacy, like I talked about in the first case study, medical subscriber, people don't want to lose their information to the public. Similarly, it happened with legal research case also. People don't want to disclose their criminal issues or any kind of legal cases to be out. Similarly, now apart from all these, there is one issue that is explainability of models. This happens that you have built something, but you face a problem with explaining the build, explaining the storytelling. If you are working on AI, you must be good in storytelling. Okay, so where is the future of applied AI? Applied AI future is in AI agents, domain specific AI agents, edge AI in mobility, real time speech intelligence, autonomous enterprise system. Autonomous enterprise system, with this I mean that it should, without human intervention, it should automate number of systems like providing them IDs. That is very simple, but still it is a part of it. Provide them a better role designations, This is included in autonomous enterprise system. So my final thoughts here are that professional who use AI will not get replaced. But before closing this session, I want to leave you with a thought. A lot of people believe that AI will eliminate the opportunities, but in reality, if anybody won't, if you believe me that if we look back to the 15 to 20 years ago, was there roles existed like iOS developer, Android developer, DevOps, mobile UI UX designer? Just give it a
Mm,
thought. Yes, okay.
they were not there.
Yeah. But evaluation happened,
Right.
right? Similarly, we should not think that AI is taking our jobs. In fact, there is, uh, it's just a matter of time. With the rise of artificial intelligence, we are now seeing entirely different career paths and roles. You need AI architects, you need MLDL engineers, you need AI ethicist who works on compliances. You need AI infrastructure engineers. You need MLOps engineer.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So the key is to adapt. We need to adapt. We need to learn continuously, understand how we can work alongside with the AI instead thinking otherwise. Opportunities are not disappearing, they are just evolving,
Right, ma'am.
right? So, this is all from my side. Thank you so much, all, for having me. There is I have built a very simple slide for the beginners who want to build their first applied AI projects. Just pick a problem, collect your database, build a baseline ML model, convert it into API, build a simple UI, any web or mobile app, deploy it on cloud, share your project on GitHub as portfolio, make it available to people, right? So this will give you much more confidence in applied AI. And when all obviously when you create a good business value. So this is all from my side. It was pleasure sharing my insights with you. I'm very glad if you have any questions I can answer. Okay. Someone from EduWings. I'm done with the today's guest lecture.
We sincerely thank Ms. Komal Gupta for taking with us. Her insights into artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the technology industry have been truly inspiring and informative for our students. Once again, we extend our heartfelt thanks to Ms. Komal Gupta for this wonderful and enlightening guest lecture. I would also thank to the audience for joining us and making the session engaging and interactive.
Thank you, Sanjana. Thank you so much. And would love if you guys give me the feedback and any questions on LinkedIn, on my email ID, wherever you feel comfortable.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the insight.
You're welcome, Rocky. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you.